Cześć, I'm Davey. Do zobaczenia na stadionie.
Pamiętasz swój pierwszy dzień w Polsce?
I remember coming to Poland, I think it was to Wrocław for a World Cup. I can't remember what year it was, maybe 2005. And yeah, that was my first experience in Wrocław, and it's a beautiful city, and yeah, it was really cool. It was an amazing event, and yeah, it was one I'll never forget. But yeah, it was a tough meeting, and yeah, when you go to a place for the first time, it's quite an experience. It was good.
Życie na walizkach, czy to tobie nie przeszkadza?
No, it's the life I chose. It's far from the glamorous lifestyle that a lot of people think it is. It's you know, waking up at 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock in the morning and going to an airport and flying on to the next place and not getting much sleep, and yeah, it's lots of hotels and flights. Yeah, sounds nice to some people, but the schedule we keep is pretty crazy. So it's hard work, but yeah, I wouldn't change it for the world. It's a pretty cool life.
Tęsknisz za Australią?
Yeah, I always miss Australia. It's you know, it was home to me for so long, and you know, it's summer almost all the time, all year round. And when I come back here and I'm freezing cold, and you know, most of the time when I leave Australia in February or something, it's about 30 degrees, and when I get to England, it's about 3. So it's pretty horrible to land, and you're in shorts and freezing cold. But this is where it happens, and I want to be in Europe racing speedway, and sometimes you got to put up with not being at home to live your dream.
Pamiętasz swój pierwszy dzień na motocyklu?
No, that was a bit too long ago, unfortunately. It was a long time ago, but I remember going to big international meetings in Brisbane and watching all the guys, and yeah, I remember going, you know, to all the meetings when I was a kid, racing dirt track and speedway and stuff. But I don't know which one was my first one. I can't remember that, but yeah, I did a lot of racing when I was a kid.
Dlaczego wybrałeś Grudziądz? Lubisz coś tutaj, coś szczególnego, jakieś specjalne miejsce?
Grudziądz is good for many reasons. It's you know, I obviously like the people in the club, and the track is fantastic, and it works out good for hotels and flights, and I got some good friends here, so it's not why I chose it, but why wouldn't I choose it?
Gdzie najbardziej lubisz jeździć? Czy jest to Polska, Szwecja, czy może Anglia?
I don't mind. I think all of the countries have their good points and bad points. They're you know, and you have good days and bad days. But you know, when you race in Poland, there's always such big crowds, and the fans are, you know, always so loud, and it's fantastic. I love the atmosphere in Polish speedway. It really helps spur you on and make your day.
Jakie było twoje dzieciństwo w Australii? Czy pamiętasz swój pierwszy motocykl?
My first bike? Oh, I don't remember it, but I remember it was a little Pee-wee 50 Yamaha, and I don't remember the bike so much, but I remember you know, a few times of riding a bike when I was a kid. I don't remember that specific bike, but I remember it got stolen, and I was heartbroken. I think I cried all day. It was yeah, it was a very traumatic experience for a little kid. Speedway in Australia is just a hobby, but you know, it's just something you do as a weekend warrior. You know, everybody works normal jobs, and then on the weekends you go and race speedway. It's a lot different to over here when I'm riding, you know, almost every day, and you know, there's big crowds and all that. In Australia is small crowds, and you know, just family and friends, and you know, it's a lot different to Poland. You know, with professionalism and everything, it's totally different. But you know, that's it's hard to come over here and not you know, make a go of speedway. It's a long way to come over and you know, just not really try at it. You have to give it everything.
Masz swojego ulubionego żużlowca, jakiegoś, którego chcesz naśladować?
I don't really have a specific rider that you know, think everything is fantastic about them. I have you know, lots of riders that I think you know, have different aspects about them that are fantastic. And you know, Jason Crump, he's always so determined, and you know, he's so aggressive on the bike, and that's fantastic. And you know, there's guys from the past, you know, Hans Nielsen, Tony Ricardson, those guys were like super professional, and Tony was very aggressive on the bike as well, and you know, that was really cool. But there's guys like Lee Adams that I also admire, because he was very professional and very stylish, and yeah, you know, there's so many different aspects of speedway, it's hard to sort of pinpoint one person as to cover it all.
Dave, jaka jest ulubiona twoja potrawa?
Spaghetti, definitely.
Why? Why just spaghetti?
I think maybe it's just pasta or any Italian food. It always seems pretty easy to make, so yeah, and you can make it pretty tasty. So yeah, I'm pretty keen on pasta, and apparently it's pretty good for you as well. So yeah, I'll stick with that.
Wiem, że nie lubisz grzybów. Dlaczego tak jest? Dlaczego akurat grzybów nie tolerujesz?
Mushrooms are not my friend. I flew back to Australia one year, and on the way into land in Hong Kong, I had some mushrooms, and I don't think I've ever been so sick in my life, and ended up missing my flight in Hong Kong and being stuck in the bathroom in the airport. And yeah, it was a horrible experience, and I ended up having to stay in the airport for 24 hours, and I got into fights, and I got beaten up by the security, and it was one of the worst sort of periods, a couple of days of my life. So I've sworn to never eat mushrooms again.
Wiemy, że lubisz walczyć. Jest to walka nie tylko na torze. Walczysz także z jakąś osobą w Australii. Kto to jest i kto wygrał waszą walkę tej zimy?
That was pretty good fun. You know, it's my little sister Taryn. She maybe she's not so little now, but she always wants to beat me with something, and every year I go back, we're always fighting about something, arguing about something. And this year she tried to have a competition with me to hack into each other's Facebook accounts and write crazy status updates, and I think I won it pretty easy.